hello, beautiful, empowered individuals. Um, so, these are like trying times. Well, I'm not gonna say it's trying times, but right now they're gunning for me super hard. And it's like if I do something, then they scale back a little bit, and then they come back in 10 times tough, 10 times tougher. But I just gotta, I'm going with the flow, and that's what you have to do. So, getting your forensics or digital audits that will prove that your information is, tapped or whatever. But the trying part is going to be being able to find somebody to do this, and this gonna have to be sporadic. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to be a sporadic thing that's done, or you might have to do this just yourself. Like, but it's got to be by a certified technician, and you just gotta keep searching. Everybody is not unethical. You gotta have to let them know what's going on and get it done. You have been, of course, you've been portrayed in the most horrible light. You can't worry about that. Continue to do you. Continue to talk to people. They're going to believe what they want to believe. They'll be able to make their decision on their own. Just continue to be you. Me, of course, you're going to deal with being blacklisted. Now, we all know that that's not something that you can actually do, but it's done like underhandedly. Um, otherwise, it's like in a bad reference, but it's like so tacky. Why would you do that? Because when you're in certain positions, you have the power to make things appear the way that they're really not. I've always been a type of person to get to know somebody for myself or talk to them myself, and then things will add up. Because I noticed on some of my interviews when I said certain things about certain things, um, one person will kind of get up and walk away because that's not what they told them about me. So when you actually talk to somebody, it will it'll show your personality will show. Um, I'm gonna tell you one thing about Wi-Fi. If you're working on Wi-Fi, is the devil. If you're working off Wi-Fi, depending on most of your whoever the provider is, you have the ability to pause a device. So they can cause you not to get anything done if somebody is pausing your specific device. The best option is to get, if you can, a centralized. They do have many Wi-Fi towers that you can find on eBay. Shop on eBay. Um, oh, is that copyright infringement? I do not own rights, or I'm not sponsoring eBay. But they do have like little cell phone towers. It could be your personal tower. Your router hacked. You need to get your own router. See, the thing about that is if you're leasing it through a company, it's something totally different than you having your actual own router that you bought that belongs to you. I'm not gonna get too much into that, but you guys gonna have to remain focused. Um, the stuff that goes on day to day is kind of nerve wracking, but like today, I don't know where my mind was, but you just have to jot things down. And as far as like your skin, my skin is dry. is the reason why my skin is dry. Because I have film all over my body. It's like everywhere. And it came from me eating shit from people. Stop, don't eat. And I messed around. Don't eat anything that anyone gives you if you did not cook it. If you're in this program, it's hard to say that, not unless you're watching them cook it while you're sitting there. It's hard to say that, but you just can't because you don't know what they're giving you. You're also going to have to try to decipher fact from fiction. If you have children's father, oh, they're most definitely perps. Because, like in my situation with child support, none of them motherfuckers ain't paying it. I wonder why. I'm like, none. Like, for instance, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna tell it because then I'm putting my business out there for someone to do their little gaslighting thing or their directed conversation with, and then they can use that I saw you on Instagram and you told me about it. So I'm gonna stick to the facts. But one thing that I did that was um that I wish I could take back, that I'm gonna give a tip to prevent somebody else that possibly could be watching this. Do not put your don't. I mean, you can put your support groups, far as the TIs on Facebook, different things, but like any of your evidence that you may have, don't put that shit on Facebook. I messed up and did that. I'm telling you not to do it. Don't put any of your evidence on Facebook. Limit to who you talk to. Don't talk to anybody about anything. Don't tell anybody any of your personal business. Act like you're mute. Yes or no. Or they want to ask how something works. Tell them to Google it. Um, but again, that's kind of, if you're in a work setting, it's going to be hard because you have to answer a question. Well, it's got to be pertaining to work. Only talk about work. And I actually I put myself in this position because I talk too much. I told too much of my business. And I actually was told only talk about work. Don't talk about any of your personal business. And me, with my big old mouth, talking to people. Well, at this point, I really don't care. Everybody already know my business or whatever. So, there's nothing else to talk about now unless you create something new because I'm past the stuff that you brought out that could have possibly harmed me, but I've gone through that. So, when you're in this program, you have to have immense self-love. You have to have your spiritual backing when it's looking in your mirror and when it's nobody looking in the mirror. You have to tell yourself you love yourself and hold on to yourself and know that you are loved. You are loved. And please don't think everybody in the world hates you. That's not true. There are 7.6 billion people in the world. It's virtually impossible for every single person to not like you. So don't think that. What you have to do, you gotta keep your journal. Keep your journal, the different things that go on, and revert back to it. Like, don't react. When you call it, don't overreact. When you call and get things done, let them think that they have won. But you just keep collecting yourself till you need it. You're gonna be dealing with people that's in their 50s and 60s acting like they 16 and 17, doing stuff that's crazy. Like, the Milgram experiment. What would you do? What all immoral things will you do when you feel like you have the okay from authority figure? And some of these people are in church. Like, I don't know what you call it, I don't know what pitch they swung you, but what you participating in ain't godly. I ain't saying I'm godly. But what you participating in is not godly. I don't know what they told you. So, moving right along. I wish I could share my screen or show you what I'm looking at. But it's so much you can do to keep things together. And me being heavily attacked the way I've been attacked lets me know that it tells me something. But again, you must remain focused. Keep your vibrations high. Tell yourself, look in your mirror and say, you're beautiful. Look in your mirror every day and say, you have purpose. Because you're going to be the only one to do it. Take care of your body. For anyone out there, I do not have, there is not a history. Well, I'm going to say this. I don't have any heart problems. I don't have any heart problems. High blood pressure, I don't. I didn't have that either. Until I had it one bout after I had my baby. And now I understand why. But right now I haven't had any issues with high blood pressure without taking any medicine. Everything, you need to start researching your herbs. Um, right now, because of all the unnecessary induced, not self-induced, this induced orchestrated stress that you're going through, that does something to your brain. You're going to need to get some bacopa or lion's mane herbal supplement to replenish that. To remain healthy, you're going to have to go to herbs. I'm talking about smoking. I'm talking about herbs. Um, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you do. So, just stay focused. On here, once I make a video, I see another video that's mimicking mine. Coincidentally, somebody has the same situation. Well, give or take, almost the same situation as me, supposedly making a YouTube video. Now, like some of them, I can tell the ones that are genuine. But even in this community, they try to separate us. They try to separate us. What's today? Friday. They try to separate us where you can't trust anybody, or you feel like you can't trust anybody. There's some of the people that are not by your side is because you pushed them away because your ass was, I ain't gonna say you was crazy. You didn't know what was going on with you. So, or they don't want to be around you, they don't believe you, or they know what's going on and they just don't want to be in that shit. Oh, excuse me. They don't want to be involved. And you can't blame them. But I can say if somebody was still being targeted and I wasn't in the situation, I still would be around them because that's just me. But that's neither. That's why I'm targeted. Um, so again, keep yourself together. Have fun by yourself. Go out by yourself. There's still things that you can do. You don't have to have people around you. And until you learn how to have fun by yourself, you really don't understand what life is. Once you get to that point, I mean, you don't need nobody else around you. Especially if you have children, you should never be bored anyway. Um, I'm signing off. Peace, love, and soul. But I just wanted to share those things to you, with you. Logical reasoning. You don't get performance reviews. You don't get performance reviews where people say you're the person that they have decided to rely on if you're lazy. And that was just that was just 2 years ago. What happened in 2 years? Nothing. You know what happened is that, well, we're gonna, don't hire her. She doesn't get along with anybody. She doesn't get along with anybody. That's not true. Get to know people for yourself. Please don't go off what somebody else tells you. This is to my non TIs. Even though we all know that's probably not gonna happen because they're benefiting. But try it and see. Signing off.